The main purpose of project scheduling is to represent the plan to deliver the project scope over time. A project schedule, in its simplest form, could be a chart of work elements with associated schedule dates of when the work elements and milestones are planned to occur. In this lecture, we will be going through the set of inputs for the develop schedule process. First off, we have the project management plan. The schedule management plan and the scope baseline are parts of the project management plan that have been incorporated in the develop schedule process inputs. Schedule management plan describes the creation, execution, monitoring, and management procedures for the project schedule. It outlines the procedures, resources, and approaches that should be utilized to create and revise schedules. The work breakdown structure, WBS, the WBS dictionary, and the scope baseline are all copies of the authorized project scope declaration. It acts as a benchmark for assessing and managing modifications to the project scope. Then we have the project documents. Typically, the project documents which are included in the develop schedule input are activity attributes. The information connected to every single task on a project schedule is known as activity attribute. They offer particular details like task numbers, details, antecedents, is to power, needs for resources, time limits, and limitations. Activity list. The activity list is a thorough listing of every single task necessary to finish a project. It acts as a thorough summary of the work that has to be done, laying the groundwork for scheduling, allocating resources, and monitoring success. Assumption log. A project document known as an assumption log is used to record and monitor the assumptions established while the planning phase of the project. Basis of estimates. The term basis of estimates in project documentation alludes to the justification and illustrative information that were used to justify the calculation of project expenses, duration, and labor. The expected length of period needed to execute an event or job within the project is represented by duration estimates in project documentation. Lessons learned. Lessons learned are the perspectives, information, and standards of excellence that are recorded in project papers and that may be implemented to other projects. Milestone list. The milestone list seen in project papers is a list of major occurrences or accomplishments that serve as benchmarks for monitoring development and gauging the project's achievement. Project schedule network diagrams. Project documentation sometimes include project schedule network diagrams to graphically represent the uh, rational linkages and interdependence among the project components. The people or assets allocated to carry out certain project tasks are listed in project team assignments, which is another project document, which also describes their responsibilities and positions throughout the project. Resource calendars. Resources such as staff, supplies, or facilities are included on resource calendars in project papers, which give insight into when they will be uh, available for project operations. The kinds and quantities of assets such as staff, machinery, and materials required to carry out project operations effectively are specified in resource requirements um, in the project documentation. Risk register. The risk register in project documents is a comprehensive record of identified project risks, including their likelihood, impact, and mitigation strategies to effectively manage and address potential uncertainties throughout the project lifecycle. Then we have the agreements. Agreements are official or informal contracts formed between project participants that have an influence on scheduling. They are used as a starting point for creating a project schedule. Then we have the enterprise environmental factors. used as an input for generating a project schedule, cover external aspects and situations that impact the scheduling process, such as corporate culture, business norms, legislation, and facilities. Organizational process assets are resources that may be used to assist and improve the scheduling process. These resources include devices, plans, previous information, and lessons learned from past projects. See you in the next lecture.